Alright, hey guys, welcome to the, let's say, first official show match I organized here. It is Keuken or Keuken, I think it's Dutch, and Dutch is more close to German, so Keuken versus Krieg. Krieg is to quickly, explain who are the players. We have Keuken, more or less newcomer-ish of the in Unification. I haven't seen a lot of games of him apart from a few weeks from now. And we have Krieg. Krieg is a fellow German player who is also on the top of the ladder for about quite some time, not as active as Keuken, for example. Krieg was one of the players I wanted to have in my little tournament I had back in the day, like a few months ago as well, but he couldn't do it due to IRL constraints. But maybe I get those two in maybe future tournaments. But okay, here you see the little overview sheet. We will do a pick and ban phase. I will now in a second decide which player is player 1 and which player is player 2. And then we have a ban phase, various ban phases and pick phases. If you had played one of these fancy MOBAs like Dota or anything, you will look that it's kind of familiar, but instead of heroes we have these factions here. And I will, as the players send it to me to the picks and bans, I will go through here and write the picks and bans in it. Yeah, and once this is all through, we have 5 picked factions for each player, and each player needs to choose one faction for one of the 5 games. Every faction can only be played once, so the 5 factions for 5 matches basically. I have set it up in a way that the players send me the factions in direct messages so that the other player cannot counterpick. So they basically blind pick on the map. The map is known from the start. The beginning map is the only map there is, Meeting of Minds. And the losing player will choose the next map. This is also not a best of 3, so no matter how the score is, all 5 maps will be played throughout. And I totally forgot to get a coin for coin flip here, so I am right back with the coin. 1 second. So a coin. So I will decide now that if I get heads, Krieg is player 1. If I get tails, Keuken is player 1. Okay, it dropped down. It is heads. What did I say? Heads means Krieg is player number 1. Okay. Krieg and Keuken. So now it basically starts. Now I want from the players, which is Krieg is the starting player. I want to have the give me a second, the first ban. I will write it in the group chat I have with the two to be starting with the first ban. And he sent me DM, which is also fine. He bans the Necrons. So Necrons is the first ban of Krieg. Necrons is out. Yeah, Krieg, you are in the chat. So basically for the pick and ban phase, it would be easier to use the group chat. So, okay. Krieg banned. Okay. Imperial Fists got banned as well from Keuken this time. Imperial Fists got banned. Let me quickly do it over here. Let's hopefully jump into the group chat here. So it's now the second ban of Keuken as well. So we see here going through, it means basically that although Krieg has the first ban, Keuken can then ban 2 factions in a row basically. So it's nice to have it like that. Tyranids is the next ban. Tyranids, get out of here. Sorry, I need to write a bit because I cannot have so many stuff open at a time. So now it is Krieg's turn to ban here. Death Guard it is. Sorry. Death Guard got banned from Krieg, which is interesting. So we have still Emperor's Shirt and we have Death Core of Krieg is still in. I would have thought Death Core of Krieg would be a first ban no matter what. Interesting. Okay, let's see. It is now the pick for Krieg now. The first pick. This will be interesting. He picks Tau. He sent me DM. Krieg, it is for this pick ban phase, you can send it to me because it is in order. What I meant later is that you send me the faction you play for match number 1 in DM. So Tau Empire is picked here. Interesting first pick. As Tau is for most players not considered one of the strongest factions, but I guess he just likes to play the Tau here. Nice. So we see some Tau. We'll see one Tau game here. So now it's Keuken's time to pick 2 factions. Just clarifying a bit of stuff with Keuken. This is the first event like this, and we have this kind of new pick ban phase. There is still a few questions that will arise as things go on. But yeah, just to clarify it for you as well, these picks the players do are independent. So the first pick is not for the first match. They can choose later on as well. So, and this is something I saw coming. So Death Core of Krieg got picked and Witch Hunters, 2 very strong factions here. I was a little worried. I thought Death Core of Krieg would be banned right from the get-go in the first ban phase, so it got through, and then Krieg didn't pick it, which I found a bit odd. But okay, we have now 2 strong, very strong factions for Keuken. Let's see. I have hopefully everything that is still here. Imperial Fists, I have. Yes, Death Guard is out. Tyranids is out. Tau Empire is picked. Death Core of Krieg is picked. Witch Hunters is picked. Right, so now it's Krieg's pick and next ban. Let's see how this goes. Good old IG, he says. So it's gonna be IG as a pick. And now the second ban phase. It was a question of time. It is Emperor's Sturgeon. We saw in the tournament in my little invitational how strong Emperor's Sturgeon can be. But in the end, it's also a matter how good any player is with a certain faction. So you cannot just say, yeah, this is the way to go, basically. Off-topic general. Okay. So let's see. Ban Harlequins. Harlequins are banned. And second ban in the second ban phase is Demon Hunters as well. So we are closing into the factions. We have now basically half, more or less half of the stuff going through. Krieg is saying in the group chat, "Damn you!" So he is a little upset with the course of the banning going on. So, but yeah, it's the pick and the ban phase is basically also half of the game, you could say, because if you pick good factions, you have a better better shot. If you ban factions, you know that the enemy plays a lot, you can also screw it over. So for example, if I would have number here, for example, I would ban Emperor's Children's and Death Squad in the first phase, for example. Chaos Marines got banned by Krieg, so these are out as well. And now it is his time to pick his next faction. He has now Tau Empire, Imperial Guard. I know he likes to play the Guard faction, so it's probably sad for him that... as I said, it was sad for him that he didn't got a Death Squad of Krieg, but as I said, he picks Steel Legion. As I say, he likes the Guard factions. And now Keuken can pick 2 factions in succession. Let's see how this goes. If you guys have anything to say, I'm having the off-topic general chat from the Unification Discord always open. If you have some feedback, like audio quality or anything, yeah, please let me know. World Eaters get picked, so all those big things here, and Eldar got picked. So we have World Eaters out and Eldar is out. The next pick, Krieg said he should have banned World Eaters earlier. Yeah, that's I thought that we had like for my little tier list that the S tier factions would have been banned early on. I mean, we have Necrons. These are all S tier factions in the end. Okay, Sisters of Battle is picked by Krieg now. So he has now, both players now have 4 of their 5 factions picked. Let's see what will be banned on the last ban phase, and then yeah, the pool gets smaller and smaller. So next pick from Krieg will be Thousand Suns. Also a faction I would have thought to be picked or banned, because Thousand Suns is really strong currently. So now we have 2 bans for Keuken, and then 1 ban from Krieg, and then the last pick. Some interesting last pick we will see. Number says the pick and ban phase not going well for Krieg. Yeah, that's kinda it. Yeah, it's we will see if he can then. I mean, you have still the map picks if you lose, and you can pick the factions on the certain maps. So there can be some synergy there for some pocket strategies or something if you have something planned. So we will see. Keuken needs to ban 2 more factions. Let's see. Inari and Legion of the Damned. So these are 2 bans that I... Inari can be strong in certain senses, but Legion of the Damned currently one of the weaker factions, but maybe he just doesn't like to play against them, which is also understandable. If you're not feeling comfortable playing against Legion of the Damned, there are yeah, they do not like to play against them because they maybe do not now know how to go about them. But yeah, let's see. There are still a handful of factions in the pool. We need now a ban from Krieg. The last banned factions, strong factions. The strongest factions I say are picked and banned so far. But we will see what Krieg will does not want to play against. Still waiting. We are all very nervous here. Let's see. Dark Eldar is banned. Also a faction some people do not like to play against with their bike rush early and whatnot. So now last last picks. We have now a last pick from Krieg. Let's see, the last faction. We have 13th Company, AdMech, Black Templars, Blood Angels, Chaos Demon, Dark Angels, Orks, Salamanders. These are the last remaining factions. Let's see. No, Keuken. Krieg needs to... Keuken said something. The guys messed up a bit. Yeah, Keuken said their pick, but we will still wait for Krieg to pick, and then Keuken. Let's see if Krieg wants to be mean. He can pick the one Keuken said, but we will see. Dark Angels it is for Krieg, and Keuken already said a little too early. It's gonna be Orks. So we have now our factions together. And now players, if you are still in the voice chat, I would ask you now to leave, like Krieg and Keuken, please leave the voice chat, because I will now jump into the game as. And here we are in the game. In the first match we have on Meeting of Minds, the one and only map Soulstorm has to offer, and Unification as well. It is on the left side, SpreukenindeKeuken, or just Keuken. It is World Eaters. On the other side, playing Tau Empire, playing with the far side Enclaves color scheme. It is Krieg. Let's see how the build orders go up here. We have 2 builders into generator and only 1 stealth suit, or did he go for 1 stealth suit already? Only 1 stealth suit. Oh, I need to switch the sides. Okay, 1 stealth suit, 2 stealth suits. On this map, you can also go for 3 stealth suits. And on the other side, we have World Eaters. 1 Bloodpack Troopers. Raptor Opener. Bloodpack Command Squad. Bloodpack Troopers. Only 1 builder though. That would be nice to have another builder as well as a generator. And we have a Fire Warrior opening. That's why he only got for... did go for 2 stealth suits, because he wanted to have a Fire Warrior for capping duty. So we have 3 squads that can cap, which is basically what you want on this big map. We have only 2 capping squads for World Eaters, but if you follow this guy around, he will spot for Raptor Openers. But yeah, the economy will be really low. We have stealth suits. Okay, this is the second builder, I guess. Stealth suits can decap stuff here, because there's only 1 builder back in the base. This one did not start. Okay, let's see. The Raptors should be, how should I say, jump in momentarily here. Yes, he teleports in away the builder, and we have the Raptors now. Raptors are very strong, very fast, can get a leap in tier 2. Let's see how it goes. We have a snare trap in the back of the base, which is interesting. Decapping now. He's a little slow on the building up his points. This one need to have, yes, a point started already, and now the Raptors getting snared. 2 of them are snared, and they already lost 1 model. The models aren't really cheap. We have these cost power as well. Second model will drop down eventually. He needs to get his points up as fast as he can. The builder gets focused here, but if you focus the builder, then the Fire Warriors can shoot at you. So this is more or less a win-win situation. So you either need to run away or take the shot. So this opener, for now, failed a bit. How did the decaps go? 1 decap is here. The other decaps did not went through. So if there would have been more decaps, I would say Krieg is ahead. Yeah, no question asked, but as there's only 1 decap, it looks kind of even. You have this command scope, which is nice, but the only 1 Cornite Raptor here. Is he going for another one? Cornite Raptors are good in pairs, I would say. More than 2 is probably a waste of resources. Is he reinforcing them? No. This is also something where you can more or less lose the resources in. The Tau Commander jumps in. He should have been seen, I guess. The stealth suits here. Now reinforcing to get to do not die, but God forgotten. Is the demon host here the detector? I guess so. Or you have an ability, global ability, to get stuff going. But now we have the turret here, and turrets are the absolute counter to these Raptors. The Raptors may be absolute monsters and beasts in combat against anything infantry, but they do not do any damage basically against buildings. And you see it here, the turret only having like 600 health, 700 health is still here tanking shots, killing raptors left and right. Now we have the fire warrior here to defend. This is actually going better for Tau than I would have thought. I would have thought the Khorne would be able to tie up the fire warrior squads and yeah, call it a day. But for now, Krieg is actually stabilizing, getting up all his points now. He needs to upgrade 1 or 2 points to get defense going. I mean, he has the turrets, yes. On the side of Keuken we have 2. Yeah, it's still the starting squads, but what is the transition? More infantry, generator now. The first generator. Yes, this is a little late on that part. You would want to have a generator earlier because I think the raptors also give a little power eco bonus in melee. Let's speaking of economy, you have 74 to 10 to 86 and 10, going to 79 for some odd reason. Probably math that I couldn't do on the fly. Why did he go for? Why does he go for get some 85? I don't get it. I don't need to get it. Yeah, now even the advance on the enemy side begins. We have the cultists here. Melee cultists would be probably really good here. Bloodback Trooper is okay. This is the command squad. Got lost quite a lot of models as well. Let's see. There's a snare trap already set up, so these guys would need to move in this direction. The snare trap activates even from this far away, but you need to move your guys away. Yes, nice. There is another fire warrior here, but here's the second raptor. As I said, these guys do very good in pairs, and yeah. Sorry, having a bit of problems with my voice here, but the raptors are now doing what I would have expected them to do. They focus down, force down the fire warriors in melee. One squad is tying one squad up and the other one as well. We have another big snare trap going up. These raptors are painfully slow. This listening post will get a turret in a second, and this will be helpful quite a lot. Now these raptors are still forcing melee combat. Every Tau model killed is expensive. It's 70 requisition per model. We have now a third fire warrior squad online, but the first one get killed. We have guns on listening posts on the front and on the side. These guns will protect you very well. As I said, World Eaters are really low on building damage early on, so every turret or upgraded listening post you have will secure you. I am not daring to look at the World Eater base for now because I want to show you here this combat going on. There's even another one going into the snap trap. Snap trap does not only slow you, it also increases the damage you receive, which is big parts. What I do like also from Krieg, that he is not reinforcing his guys. I mean, he should reinforce these guys, but in generally not reinforcing your fire warriors to the max, because you want to have as many squads, as many different squads as possible to be able to micro, to kind of kite. I mean, these raptors are faster than you, but yeah, having now another listening post upgraded here, you see these raptors, they look menacing, but against buildings they do not do a lot. We have now sitting in between two listening posts and the turret. This is painful. Is he getting some fire rolls in exchange? This one now got fully reinforced to withstand the permanent pressure. What is this? Another turret in the back of the base, which is normally not a good idea, but as he is now only fighting in his own base, this would be maybe a good idea. Most importantly, he upgrades another listening post as well. We have tier 2 going on for World Eater, so this now could spiral out of control. The economy is actually similar, but the power could not accumulate for Tau Empire yet. He had to spend quite a lot in upgrading his listening post and getting towers up, turrets up and whatnot. So we have now an upgraded listening post here as well. These Khorne raptors now jumping into the fire warrior squad, but both jumping on the same squad. This is a mistake. Also activating another snare trap. So the clock is ticking here. Krieg needs to get tier 2 up as soon as possible to stay relevant. And what is this? Is this tier 2? Another drone sentry turret. This is now probably the mistake of the game. If he would have gotten tier 2 instead of a drone sentry turret, another drone sentry turret. He has already 2 here. Then he will stay relevant, but yeah, all this speaking, we lose models on both sides. We lose quite a lot of models on these raptors, we lose quite a lot of models on these tower fire warriors. The fire warriors, I have to say, do cost only requisition, whereas these cornet raptors do cost power as well. So on the power game, this should benefit the tower player. But we have tier 2 now, and getting the Pharaoh Leap. Yes, this is the how should I say, the most logical thing to go for, because then these guys can close in the distance even easier. But did I miss one squad going down? There's only one squad of raptors remaining that I see. So getting the Pharaoh Leap for one squad, is it worth it? Is it not? What is it? Now it's Parts of Enlightenment, so it's not all lost yet. The ongoing onslaught of World Eaters got deflected. What an early game, Jesus. The big question is, what does he go for next? The Demon Gate. Demon Gate. So he wants to go for Blood Crushers, I think, or what they are called. They can be deep striked in for some big tankiness, but you need to get the Demon upgrade, and I would always, he goes for the Demon Gate because he has power over, too much power, I guess. Get the economy upgrade. It costs 200 and 200 for each resource, and yeah, you basically always want it. And as I said, if you go for the demons, yeah, as I said, he goes for it, nice. If you want to go for the demons, you need to get the demonology upgrade, but we will see. You need to get in research, I think it's Brazen Onslaught in the Demon Gate to get these bigger demons. He goes for demonology as well, which I do not know why, really. We have another drone sentry turret here, so Tau is getting ready for the long gate. We get a thermoplasma generator. Is this finished? This is not finished. A misclick. Oh my god, the nerves going on there. He misclicked something. He's not finished up this plasma generator. Oh, come on. This is such a sad moment. Come on, build it. Ah, this always hurts. If you see the replay and see it, then later on you will be, oh, would have had so much power. Yes, Brazen Onslaught, the Gifts of Corn. We have another Raptor squad, and he needs to get the demonology upgrade here because the big guy has a lot of health. Okay, he noticed it. Phew, guys, this was close. You need the demonology upgrade to get more HP on this guy. Without this upgrade, it is very good in its own sense, but it will die eventually. It has demon armor high, so do not underestimate the health you will see. He gets actually bionics. He goes for a full-on melee. We have one Raptor squad getting the aspiring champions as well. Berserker with lightning claws, a full-on melee on those guys. Didn't I saw another Raptor squad finished? But yeah, Krieg now sees this and wants to bring this to an end. Yeah, actually upgrading his stealth suits here to get anti-vehicles. Now a backstab from these raptors here, leaping in, sending these fire warriors on their backs. Another raptor jumping in, and we will see, yes, the Blood Crusher. The Blood Crusher is now the answer to these turrets and building. The Blood Crusher does quite good building damage. These raptors, as I said, do not good building damage, not very good. You could go, if you go for the Demon Sword, which is an upgrade if you go for demonology for the aspiring champions. That could be better against structures, but I'm not sure. And as you can see here, 1.5k health. If you get the first upgrade, it is either 2000 or 1.75k instead. But yeah, you see it will go down. We have now a Devilfish troop carrier here, which is very, very important on this part of the game. You can use, as World Eaters, one of the global abilities to get true sight detection. We have two Breachers here as well. Breachers is really nice answer to this melee squads here, probably because the shotguns have a little knockback and AoE attack. I think the Blood Crusher is still alive. Did he got his upgrade? He did not. Does he go for it? Blood Smell. So this will give him detection on his guys, which is mostly needed for this Devilship troop carrier, which will not be infiltrated anymore, as well as the stealth suits. Okay, so this attack was more or less a success. We now got the Dark Apostle here as well, so I didn't notice that one going down, going up. Another Blood Crusher, so this is now, you can defend on one side, yes, but how do you defend on the other side? This command squad getting chucked around left and right. He rebuilds this listening post really fast. The Devil Shift troop carrier will move out of here uncontested, basically. There's no anti-vehicle to speak of. And this is something he also saw. Now he have the Piranha here. The Piranha does really good anti-infantry damage. And you see here the damage is absolutely great. And I saw a what is it called? There we have it. A Barracuda coming out as well. Barracuda now focusing down the Blood Crusher. We have a Piranha focusing something as well. We have two Blood Crushers in the base going for the barracks, interestingly enough. We have the Vehicle Beacon, of course. What is he going? More Piranhas. Yeah, Piranha spam, but your cap is full for now. Will he get this listening post up? Down? I think so. The Tau Commander is now getting in, having his missile pods as well. On this side we have a Piranha trying to break down this Thermoplasma generator, but getting slapped in the back by the Cornite Raptors, which got crack grenades, as I saw here, the health bar going down quickly. This is an awesome game, guys. I tell you, this is something I wasn't fully expecting here. We have another Blood Crusher in the back of the base, but there is now drone sentry turrets with upgraded stuff for here last scan arrays, as well as a Piranha turret, upgraded listening posts. He does not get this listening generator, so these Blood Crushers on their own will not do it. But we now have these upgraded Raptors. They also have melter guns now, interestingly enough, for the Piranhas. And do they have crack grenades? I think I saw it, but not 100% sure. There's Fire Warriors. Are the Preachers still alive? I think so. They're resting over here. No fighting back whatsoever. We can now get the Blood Mechanicum, which is your way to go to tier 2. Let's see. These stealth suits now go away. The Piranha coming in. Piranha will get slaughtered if you heard the crack grenade going down. Crack grenade basically one-shotting. These Piranhas are glass cannons. Wow. Two Piranhas here now going for this listening post. This Thermoplasma generator got killed, which is very important. Barracuda. The only thing Raptors can do against this Barracuda is using their melter guns. They cannot chuck the grenades in the air. They cannot attack with the lightning claws in the air. So more Barracudas could be the way to go for now. These Fire Warriors are now in between a rock and a hard place here. Jesus. They need to go only get to this snare trap. Will they get it? Come on. Run! And they will get it. And this squad is now snared, getting attacked by this listening post, getting attacked by the Tau Commander. This point is back up. So Krieg really good at building up and recovering his base, even getting down the relic of the World Eaters and this point here as well. We now have a Blood Slaughterer. Did he go for the upgrade? Is it tier 2 actually the upgrade, or is it tier 3? I'm not really sure. He has an upgrade to get it to a Blood Terror, or what is called. Basically a better Blood Slaughterer, but only available for the Demonology path, which he did go for. We now have Blood Crusher and one remaining squad of Raptors. They want to jump so badly, but getting chucked again. This Blood Crusher will not get this listening post even. So stalwart defense of the Tau Empire. Looking at the economies, you have 114 to 49, and we have 91 to 33. And we even now counter attack with Piranhas, and Piranhas will die very easily, but you can turn them back and heal. They have a passive regeneration, something that will get adjusted in the next version. Are these stealth suits forcing melee combat? It surely looked like it. Do they have melters? They will get melters. For now they're just looking up and not doing a whole lot. Are these melters able to fire, or is this angle? This angle is bad. He needs to go a bit back, and now they should be able to fire. They even have pistols, and now they can fire in the air, doing quite a lot of damage for Raptors. Maybe, I don't know, a Hellfire Dreadnought would be helpful as well. But yeah, really good positioning as well. We now have two Breachers here. Did he go for the... Yeah, full on chassis. Look at it go. They have 3 grenades each chassis. And I think 3, each chassis has 2 grenades, so it's 6 grenades in total. Upgrades his listening post again. He probably got the first economy upgrade as well, as it looks like he has quite a big economy. Is he going tier 3? This would be probably good time to get to tier 3. We have also Krieg now activating the take and hold victory, and now is a position where World Eaters never ever want to be, defending their own base. They do not have the relic. They lose another Altar of Corn, they lose another point. And the problem with World Eaters and their economy bonus is that the bonus is percentage based. So every base income you lose hurts you in the percentage based income as well. And oh, this is so painful, right into the snare trap. But we have now the Dark Apostle using his first ability that reduces range damage taken by squads around it and makes them faster. Not that they need to be faster really, but yeah, the range damage reduction is really nice. But Raptors going down left and right. There's a secondary firing line of Fire Warriors and a double shift troop carrier. The first firing line of the Preachers holding on, even holding on in melee combat for once. Who would have thought that Tau could hold on in melee, but only if you have a secondary firing line. This is amazing. Tau commander jumping back, supporting his troops, and yeah, this is GG. Wow, wow, nice game, nice game. Really, really handing it to Krieg for pulling this one out. Wow, wow. On paper, you see World Eaters versus Tau Empire, and say, how can Tau Empire win this? This is a clear win for World Eaters because they have so many tools to get in melee, to get stuff going. Wow, what a first game. The wait, sorry for the tech problems early, but I think that the wait surely has been worth it. Wow. And here we are in the second game of the series. We have Krieg taking the victory in the first game and Meeting of Minds. For the players watching the video on demand, you will see the score on the top right here. For the players watching live, you have to imagine this. So we have on Blood Rivers, it was Keuken's choice. He plays Eldar. And his opponent, still Krieg, choosing one of his, how should I say, go-to factions here. It is Steel Legion. Steel Legion. Going for not a fast... He goes for a grenade launcher spam. Okay. There's 2 ways to open up the game. He's actually... Oh! Going for the rush. But these pioneers, will they get it up is the question. Because these pioneers aren't really made for fighting. He can reinforce them relatively cheaply. If he would have continued, he would have maybe gotten it. And especially now that the grenade launcher is coming in, this... Oh, I see this. Maybe a quick game here. Grenade launcher is coming in. We need some melee to tie down this. Yes, he uses the bone singers. Really, really nice. I can't even talk about strategies because the game gets underway right away. These legionnaires getting killed. We have the Tarantula turret. Will it get up? Will it get up? It is so close. And it does not go up. Any and every point of damage that is done to the turret in tier 1 is not be able to repair it because the repair units of Steel Legion is only in tier 2. And now we have some angry bone singers with their swords and 1 squad of rangers, 1 squad of dire avengers. I always say dire avengers, I mean guardians. Holy moly, what an opener. Jesus, not even getting his own points here. So this backfired really fast. The Eldar also doesn't have a single point up, so this is like a 20 eco game against a 20 eco game. Jesus, guys, this is like every unit that is dead here is absolutely game breaking now. And I see a lot of Steel Legion going down, so maybe this is now a fast win for Eldar, I guess. You cannot get units out because you do not have any resources. You cannot even cap your points. Can you get the fire bunker turrets? That would at least save him 1 or 2 points in his base. He gets the Tarantula turret up now. There was a sneaky little pioneer squad up, but we have a Farseer now. The Farseer against the Tarantula turret. These Tarantula turrets are really beefy, but not as beefy as a Farseer. So, oh, wow. The spam the rush and then the fake defense and the counter rush. So if Keuken plays this correctly, I don't think Eldar can take this back. You can also just ignore this Tarantula Toad and cap these points in the enemy base. You do not need to fight this Tarantula Toad. Ah, he did go for the Wraith Bone. Oh my god, he did go for the upgrade of the Wraith Bone. It's rather expensive early on, but I guess he has some power to spend, yes, because everybody got a gen opener and got rushed. They flowed a bit of power, so the power for the Wraith Bone upgrade research is affordable. Even getting the second Listening Shriner up, still only 2 points capped on the Steel Legion sign. They now start capping their first point. Wow. Wow. I can breathe for a second. Woo! Another really awesome game. I was more or less thinking, what did Keuken prepare for his map pick of Blood River, but it was the other way around. Rush from Steel Legion on Blood River. And GG is called from Krieg. Now, after a long and drawn out game on Meeting of Minds, we have now a very short rush game on Blood River. And what would you think of Blood River? It is a rush map after all. So I was expecting some kind of rush, but I was expecting it from Eldar because it was the Eldar pick here, the Keuken pick. So this is now a 1-to-1 in the series. Let's see what map Krieg is picking and then see what matchup we will get there. Wow. Okay, we are now in match number 3. You see in the top it is tied up 1-to-1 after a long drawn out game on Meeting of Minds. Krieg tried to get ahead 2-0 with a cheeky rush on Blood River, but got denied. So it is 1-to-1. On the top side, playing Witch Hunters, we have Keuken. On the other side, on this most sandiest of sand maps, we have Imperial Guard played by Krieg. There we go, guys. It's 1-to-1. I was a little nervous, I could say, that it would be a little one-sided because I don't know how these players match up, but boy, are these having a good time here. So, okay, let's quickly talk about the openers. We have a Sororitas opener, so it's not a full-on blue build here. We have some Sororitas Sisters of Battle now. We have one generator, so more or less standard game for the Witch Hunters. He does go for the Inquisitor drop pod add-on, so he goes for the command squad. We have, of course, a command squad of IG into a plasma generator. I like to put mine a little more back, but this is more efficient on the tech priest movement. Did he go only for one tech priest? No, one is actually building a very good placed turret. This is one of the go-to placements for Imperial Guard for defensive purposes. If you want to go for an offensive turret, you will put it like mirrored on the other side, so you can either defend or attack 2 points. I've seen in vanilla actually replay where, is it even Lehman Russ? There was one player who was called Lehman who played Imperial Guard and some Imperial Guard, and he goes for even his relic first on this map. So yeah, let's see. We have more or less defensive play apart from the obligatory or mandatory, you could say, command squad harassment, but you cannot really harass a vehicle. Like this Arbeit Powerlift will not be able to be harassed here, especially if the law is here and waving with the electric sticks here. So it's more or less also a scout. Don't forget scouting. I made this advanced PvP guide where I talked about I think half an hour about scouting because it's so important. But yeah, other than that, our players getting the points up. We have one squad of conscripts, one Imperial Guard, and one squad of conscripts. So, okay, one squad of Imperial Guard is also very, very important to get because you can get access to grenade launchers. Conscripts do not get it. We have now the Lady Inquisitor getting their cherubs, and the command squad getting a little stuck on these ladies here. Every killed lady, as just saying, has a okay. Very good. Did he go for the... Okay, 2 cherubs, so he will not go to Hospitaler. So the regeneration rate on this squad isn't the highest. So every strip soul will hurt. What I just want to say, if you look at these little numbers, did they even lose a model? if you lose a model, they will get a little more HP and a little more morale for every model that has died so far. But only sisters. They do not care if one of these melee dudes here die or not. But yeah, okay, we have Imperial Guard on the defense. Listening post getting upgraded. Some guardsmen going into the listening post, shooting from inside, doing quite a lot of damage. This command squad trying to get in this infantry command, and yeah, they need to go out. You need to go out and about. They will now sandwich this little attack here. The listening post will survive. We now have the command squad going into melee. Is this conscripts with the commissar, Imperial Guard on this side, upgraded listening post. Now everybody get reinforced to max. The command squad is wreaking havoc in melee. You will probably not be able to kill, as I said, one model actually dies, not be able to kill these shield guys very easily. You need to attack the Sisters of Battle, but the Sisters of Battle for Witch Hunters aren't really afraid of melee combat. At least, yeah, the Imperial Guard is more afraid of melee combat, I have to say. Of course. Let's see. And all the time this command squad is still up with 2 cherubs, and these cherubs do quite a lot of damage. This was a stun grenade, I guess. The command squad got killed, so this looks kind of bad here. Command squad get rebuilt. Economy is really good. He could go for tier 2. It started as I say. Is tier 2 going up for the Witch Hunters? No, they are fully... Oh, he's floating. The nerves get to him. You see it, Keuken getting a little nervous in the tournament. He floats quite a lot of resources. He feels the pressure and needs to defend. It doesn't matter that the economy, the actual resources in the bank is low for Imperial Guard. In the end, if Witch Hunter player, the Keuken is not spending it in the end. So these cherubs doing quite a lot of damage, I have to say. Wow. I know that many players like to go for cherubs, but they look like mini machine gun babies here. Jesus. Maybe the reload time. Maybe I need to make note down a bit to reduce the reload, increase the reload time or anything. But yeah, they get fend off. The listening post still alive. Very good, very nicely played by Krieg. He has lost his command squad again, but lost command squad for holding on. This is now a lot of guardsmen here. A lot of guardsmen. Is he getting his Lady Inquisitor up? But yeah, this is the machine gun babies, I will tell you. These are the new the new nickname from them. He's now getting to 2. Tier 2 is up. Tier 2 is almost done, so I didn't saw him starting it. It seems to be really fast, tier 2 building, but he has 2 builders, so it can be faster. Tier 2 is also now up for Imperial Guard. So he doubles down on Adeptus Sororitas. He can go Shrine of Militant Order. Could have gone it earlier. You need the Shrine of Glory for the leader, and also Militant Order for Flamer. Or if you want to get the Storm Bolters, you need to get a research here. Tier 2 research, I think it is for the Adeptus Sororitas. We have no taken hold available. We have 92 and 40 for Imperial Guard and 110 and 30 for Witch Hunter. So it's still on the economy game rather close. The mechanized command is being put down. The Adeptus Sororitas Convent Memorium is up. He needs to get the research, I guess. Shrine of Glory for the squad leaders and probably Celestians. He goes for Priest add-on, which is very nice. You need to get your Priest. A Chimera for your men is always a must, basically. Decapping the point in the middle, upgrading his points. Goes for Repentias. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And Celestians. So you have Celestian and Repentias. And one thing to note about the Celestians, the build time for them is painfully slow. So you want to start them as soon as you can. I think there is as much as the Repentia. Not sure about it, but yeah, they have quite a lot of build time. No upgraded LP here, but turret here, but a listening post get upgraded, and we see the first Chimera. Anti-vehicle for Witch Hunter, for now not really existent. The Celestian squad will be the first anti-vehicle he has. The stun grenade on this conscript squad, I guess, here, but yeah, they will still be able to kill this Arbeit melee squad. And now will they? Using the psycho abilities on the squad and now focusing down this Arbeit melee squad. This is probably misclick here. Wow. this was quite a special tech. Was this from the Repentiers? They have a toggle ability, or is it an activated ability which lasts for long? I do not remember. One of the either Sisters Battle or those have a toggle ability on off, or ability that is lasts for a while. So this is not a good engagement if you haven't noticed already for Imperial Guard. They lost the command squad again and lost at least one squad of conscripts or guardsmen. This is now Chimera spam, but we have Celestians. These brave conscripts. Charge! You have bayonets on your weapons. Come on, for the Emperor and all. Charge these Celestians that probably have swords. No, they cannot even pull the swords because they're dying faster. Yeah, priests. You need to have priests. He's 2 out and not going in the fight. So, this is, yeah, as I was expecting it, really hard in tier 2 for the Imperial Guard. But he actually is able to kill the squad. As I said, Celestians build quite slow. So although he has now 2 squads, they can now jump into the buildings as well, of course. Repentiers here, but a lot of Chimeras. 3 priests going into melee. Basilisk add-on, but not getting Basilisk because he has not the resources for it now. A Basilisk, I'm not sure if this is the right choice if you have something like the Repentiers here. Repentiers getting a little path here. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is by accident or if you use it how should I say, willingly. I have no gentleman's rules for this. I wanted to see how players behave and only step in on later events if need be. A lot of dead guardsmen, look at here, only a few dead sisters. But these sisters getting stronger now. I think they start off with 450 morale and only like 2.25k health, so they get a little more health and morale from each model died. We have listening a minefield and the Gatling gun. I tell called it the Gatling gun add-on. We have a stalwart firing line of now tanks and turrets. The command squad again died. This Repentier sister trying to get to the turret, but there's a secondary turret. We now have also a Medusa now. The Medusa, let's see if a big shot can break this line here, but the Medusa actually firing for the Repentiers. They probably need to fight and focus fire these Celestians. This shot sadly missed, got a little much to the right. Yeah, Chimera, no more than 1 artillery piece is my suggestion here. Always do not go for multiple artillery pieces. Now we will see the Repentiers are still alive. How much do they cost to reinforce? But this is rather cheap as well. But they do cost power in the end as well. Listening post upgraded here, firing. There's a heavy weapon team now on top. Not getting any weapons, which is because he is only quote unquote fighting a lot of infantry. His economy is really low now because the Celestian can now kill just any Chimera they see. There's enough Chimeras yet. The Medusa is still here, doing big chunks of damage, killing 2 models in one swoop. He's standing really close. If he can get a good shot here, but he is focusing the wrong. Now he's retargeting. Can he get a money shot? No, he needs to run away. The guy with the heavy stub on top is firing a second heavy weapon team now. And these Celestians are trying to focus down the mechanized command. Killing the mechanized command will not only prevent any more Chimeras from coming out. This is more or less also a tech prevention for the Imperial Guard. Big Medusa shots here. Jesus, look at them go. This Cherub is getting back up all fine, but yeah, a lot of Celestials lost here as well. How much do they cost? They are really expensive. More expensive than any of the Repentiers here. Repentiers now capturing, but yeah, the economy is the big problem. We have 62 and 40 against 122 and 50. Yeah, this is, you have all the map, probably economy upgrades. He could go for tier 3 if he wants to, but for now he's spending everything. Oh, he gets Rhino transport and economy upgrades even more. If you're ahead, get more ahead. Always a good saying. But saying that he cannot go tier 3, he lost his mechanized commands. I was saying that Krieg maybe could get a sneaky tier 3, but yeah, you need your mechanized command. What can he go for? He could go for air tower as well, but air tower is not a requirement for the tier 3. It's only mechanized command. You could go, yeah, but because an air unit would be really nice, you can go out of the range of these Celestians. I don't know the complete range, but Melters do not tend to have the biggest range, and these Repentia's sisters will not be able to do anything against them. So this would be an idea. We have a second Rhino now coming up. Is he getting tier 3? No, he's not. He's spending every single bit on his army right now. So this tells me he is wanting to push again. For Imperial Guard, he has now set up, for Krieg, he has now set up 2 firing lines here. Needs to upgrade his listening posts. Or will he go for tier 3? Does he try to go for tier 3? You will see. No, he's getting Sentinel Depot up as he sees these Rhinos now. Oh, this is a nice call. Did you see it? He packed up his heavy weapon squad and put it inside the listening post because he saw the Rhino. Now the heavy weapon squad is probably inside HQ, yes, and can set up in the base. Wow. This is something so minor that you think, yeah, of course he will do, but to be honest, a lot of people would have just set the heavy squad here and just died. The Celestian trying to kill the Medusa driving away, but not unable to. There's a Celestian active phase ability. I think it is drastically reduces reload. Okay, this is the Magifier passive, but this looked like a shield here. We're killing a generator now, and Sentinel is out trying to kill this Rhino, but is basically also getting... What does he go for? Decapping, okay. He's fighting, but I think... I don't like to call it early, but this is more or less a win for Witch Hunters here. Valiantly, very well played from both players here. Interesting, how should I say, opener you don't see all the time with the sisters. Most people like to rush tier 2 or go for the blue path or anything, but seeing the actually sisters here and their strengths with the Celestians is really nice. The Celestians, wow. Wow. Just wow. But the combat on this side was really nice with the Medusa hits, killing a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think this is it. We can, yeah, he did go for tier 3, but as you see, he was most of the time even floating money, so maybe he was a little overwhelmed on what to get here to defend. He had some heavy weapon squads, but I don't know. Hello Darkness, my old friend. Yeah, he is now more or less calling GG. We could now think a bit what he could have gone. More command squads maybe? No, sorry, little joke here. Grenade launchers maybe. I mean, he did go for a relatively well-timed tier 2 into vehicles, getting faced by Celestians. So the only other way you could play basically would be in upgraded infantry. Let's say 3 to 4 squads. Let's say 3 squads of Imperial Guardsmen with grenade launchers or plasma guns, or then in tier 2 heavy stubbers as well, with artillery support, for example, or even if you saw then the vehicles, you could have gone for the specialists that are really cheap and effective in what they do. So yeah, and here we are in the 4th of 5 games. It is now 2-1 for Keuken. Keuken fought back to the lead in the 2nd and 3rd game. Last game, Witch Hunters, was a very convincing win for Keuken, who does a little mistake in the building process here. He probably noticed it later on. Yeah. On the left side, on Moonbase, it is Keuken playing Death Corps of Krieg. On the right side, playing Sisters of Battle, it is Creed. So a little minor thing I was seeing here is having 2 engineer squads on 1 building does not increase the building time. It's a model base. 2 models is the maximum for most factions. I say most because there are some exceptions. I'm looking at you, Emperor's children. Yeah, okay. children. Sorry, Emperor's children. We have a Seraphim opener. The build order is a little messy here, I think, for Krieg, because if you want to go Seraphim, you do not go for a generator. So this is going to be interesting. We have an aggressive bunker, of course. Bunker is always thought to be aggressive. We have one soldier, one Jäger and a soldier and 2 soldier squads and Lord General, 2 builder squads and another Jäger on the backside. So quite a lot of squads. Now we have Battle Sisters. He didn't go for... He goes for... phosphor grenades. This is one build I saw as well from Sisters of Battle. You go to up to 2 or 3 Sisters of Battle squads and then go for the grenades. He did opt to go for 2 and then get it. I think you can also skip the plasma generator and get a third squad out, because the upgrade costs 75 power and you start with 100. So the better build order would be to skip the plasma generator and have another battle sister squad up, at least in my mind. We have soldiers now here standing firm, getting a big grenade, 2 big grenades. Wow, they are all now burning and running away, losing. If they lose the morale, they will not run away. Will they also break? Come on! I'm rooting for Krieg now a bit, I tell you, because I want to have a close finish here. Wow! 2 squads of soldiers basically dead. These guys cannot run away because number said you cannot do it without the gen, because you need the armory, of course, to get the grenades. So you this would be 125 power and you start with 100. Okay, but still we have 1 aggressive bunker for Death of Krieg. Death of Krieg has more or less the whole map here. My voice got disconnected. Am I still here?
Enemy contact. We need fire support.
Yeah, my recording software tells me that I'm still recording my voice, so I will just keep going. Okay, let's see here on the south side. They're trying to get the point on the south side. We have now 3 squads of Battle Sisters, which is probably to get more grenades. Yeah, and there we see another big grenade shooting in. Jesus, another morale loss, and if these guys lose morale, they die. Wow. Wow. Chat saying me that I'm a little disconnected here. But my recording software is working, so we just say as we go through. I cannot pause here anyway, so let's go on. More soldiers. More soldiers. But soldiers is not the answer. He has the Vox Center and no tier 2 yet. What does he go for? More soldiers. Okay, this is interesting. He has more of the map. He has quite a big economy as well. So as long as he Krieg, sorry, I got a little distracted by the chat. Now I'm back here now with full force. If Krieg is now not getting some damage done, the economy will tick against him. He will get another grenade down on this big grenade on these guys. The morale will stay strong. It's for 2 squads. Hitting 2 squads with 1 grenade is really painful. But we now have a Commissar, and Commissar will increase the morale of the squad he's attached. So this is more or less the counter to it. Getting even improved infantry kit for more health on these guys, which means that they will not die from a single grenade. So this is this is not going well for Krieg here as well. Now, on the economy side, as I said, it's still more or less big advantage for the Death of Krieg. They have lost quite a lot of models, you have to say that. In their assault on the base here. Let's see what does Krieg go for. He has 2 squads of Sister of Battle remaining, but we now have grenade launchers on these soldiers here. 1 soldier squad, 2 soldier squads, and the Lord General Command Squad. So yeah, how much? Yeah, he got for 2 ranged bodyguards, which is the way to go basically. And yeah, the big elephant in the room is this bunker here, which you cannot really defeat without seraphims, for example. Seraphims would be a counter to them in a sense. He's tier 2. Alright, I didn't notice he's going to tier 2. He has the tech advantage, so this is going to be interesting. He has the economy disadvantage, which means he can, yeah, he has basically nothing really to build out of here. Maybe rhinos? Rhino spam? Or something? Getting the blessed war gear armor, and then maybe try to crack this bunker and listening post. This would be the way to go. But Keuken seems to notice it and just moving about, seeing it, and then moving further. This point here is Death Grove Creek, and this one will be Death Grove Creek in a second. So the economy, big economy advantage for Death Grove Creek. We will have, yes, a rhino, which is the... We also have 1 singular battle system for capping duty. Nice. Blessed armor war gear is there now, driving right into the enemy. Let's see how this pans out. This is the fight. If he can win this fight, he has a chance. If he loses this fight, Creed is out of this game. The phosphor grenades doing quite a lot of damage. These battle systems trying to force melee combat, unable to do so. The Death Grove Creek still just standing there and tanking it with their faces, interestingly enough. Was this a Celestian squad? I think there was 1 Celestian squad in it. The Celestian can force melee combat really well. Veteran battle sisters, no, veteran. It's the veteran with the funnel pistols. But yeah, this is not going well. There's another bunker going up. No, a gun turret emplacement even. So this is bad news bears for Sisters of Battle, but the matchup is really in favor of Death Grove Creek. Now the turret's going up and will probably kill this rhino. Yeah, boom, there it goes, and now all the Sisters of Battle will die on their way out. So this is over. Celestians are out now, but the economy is on a place where it's more or less unable to recover. So yeah, well, very convincing win. Even though Death Grove Creek is the clear, how should I say, better faction in this matchup, you still need to use them right. So you cannot just blindly say I picked a better faction and then win. This is not true in Unification. You still need to put in your weight, put in your play. Yeah, but this sadly is now more or less over. There's still some rhino and no real anti-vehicle. Will they go for melters or anything? We have the gun turret emplacement, but melters would also be nice. Gun turret emplacement focusing down at this impost. The economy going below 50, so this is sadly over here. He's trying to defend. You sometimes can try to defend and start to think of the next game. Next game will be Orks for Keuken. And I forgot Dark Angels. So it's an Orc versus Dark Angels game, which would be probably more interesting in terms of faction strength. Small victory there, but yeah, as when there is some anti-vehicle hitting the field in, yeah, the Storm Chimeras, for example, is enough anti-vehicle against rhinos. I always recommend to get this Pintle heavy stopper here, because it does some really good AV damage as well as slowing down the enemy. We even have the Lady Inquisitor here, so she's now investigating this place, seeing some traitor Sister of Battle probably. She's also more or less good against infantry and infantry blobs. She has the Hammer of the Witch, single target stun, and Banish, I think, and also a third spell I forgot. I think it's the vehicle stun. Creed says RIP and Keuken says GG, so it is a victory for Keuken. So it's now 3-1, but we will play the last game. As I said in the beginning, this is not a best of 3. All 5 games will be played. And here we are in the last game. it is score-wise. It is 3-1 for Keuken, who won the last game with the favorite faction. And now it is the last game on Deadly Fun Archeology. It is the Orks on the left side. It is Keuken. His opponent playing the Dark Angels. It is Krieg. Let's see how it goes. What opener he goes for. He goes more or less standard barracks into plasma generator opener. So it's a more or less economy opener. 2 scouts and 1 space marine. So sorry, very, very standard for it, for him. And for the Orks, we probably have also the most standard way ever, like 2 slugger boys into shooter boys into Big Mac, I guess. Favorite in this match is still Keuken. Keuken is quite, if I understood it correctly, has played vanilla quite a lot, so he is really knows what to do with the vanilla faction, and Orks being a vanilla faction. Yeah, probably going, Big Mac is going up. 1 squad of Space Marines here, 2 squad of Scouts. He did, what does he go for now? Scouts are really expensive, probably you cannot afford quite a lot more. Misplay here, going into melee with these boys, getting the upgraded, what is it? Bailey Tower add-on. Interesting name. But yeah, as soon as it's up, these Orks need to go away. As long as he's still capturing and building up his points, he should be fine. I mean, shotguns. I hear shotguns. Shotguns on the Scouts is a nice touch. And trying to go into melee with the shooter boys is probably not a good idea. Yeah, go here and now shoot your shotguns again. The listening post is up and will start to fire on this slugger boys, so they need to run away. The Big Mac coming in, finishing the Scouts. Wow. The Big Mac is not only really good at melee, he's also very good at ranged. He has quite good accuracy on the move, which is one of the biggest things going for him in ranged combat. Yeah, we need a chapter master, probably. What is it called? Not chapter master, company master. Sorry, chapter master would be a bit overpowered in tier 1. But okay, let's see. Early advantage for the Orks, which is more or less expected. We have the Tech Marine now here trying to build up these listening posts. One interesting thing I learned while preparing a guide, which is not, which I do not have recorded yet, is that the servitors actually build faster than the Tech Marine, as long as the Tech Marine is online. So the servitors, or the build like standard-ish. The Tech Marine builds 10% faster than them, and the servitors build 20% faster if the Tech Marine is live. So they go to 120%. So the servitors actually build faster than the Tech Marine itself, as long as he's online. All this talk here, I totally missed. A lot of Orks dying. This looks like a lot of shooter boys going down the squad. Almost wiped. 2 models remaining here. 1 model is far, far away, will probably not die. This model could die. We have now the chapter master going into melee. I'm not sure who wins this. Probably you do not want to trade health. The chapter master looks like he's winning. We have now also in the back the scouts with shotguns knocking back these shooter boys, which is really, really effective. The Big Mac teleporting away, losing quite a lot of health. The company master was winning this fight, and now he needs to take his map. Take the map, come on. Kill this listening post. This listening post for Orks have no real HP. He has more or less enough to go to tier 2 soon. Tier 2 is not on the close, on the horizon, you could say. For the Orks still need 3 more war banners, but the fight here continues. Infiltrated Gretchens tying up these Space Marine squads, annoy them in the movement, but the chapter master is trying to shut down. This listening post even got upgraded. The Gretchens here one going on on the shoulder trying to smack. They do like 1 or 2 damage in melee and range, so the damage per second, so it's basically nothing. But yeah, the upgrade listening post in conjunction with the Big Mac, with the shooter boy is actually enough to defend here. The chapter master going down, and this is disastrous for Krieg here. He said that he never really played Dark Angels before, and as I said, Keuken is really, how should I say, versatile in the vanilla factions. He said that he played quite a lot of Orks. So yeah, we do have we do not have sniper rifles. We do not get the armory which enables sniper rifles, but the economy probably clearly in advantage. Yeah, almost double the economy for the Orks here. So wow. As I do not play a lot of Dark Angels or Space Marines myself, I do not really know what Space Marines should have done here. Maybe, I'm not sure. Dark Angels have a hard start normally in this version because these scouts are so expensive. They cost 150 acquisition, but got nerfed in the damage department, so they do not, how should I say, carry their weight, you could say. This will also be something that will be addressed in the next version. They will get a little cheaper, for example. Maybe getting a little buff here and there. We will see. Upgraded listening post, war burner. So this is a fortified position on this way. We have also upgraded listening post, so no real way to punch. Oh, this is harsh. Getting the pile of guns on the enemy side of the map. Oof. Big oof moment here. Still fighting strong here is Krieg, but this is probably a downhill battle. I think I hear big shooters here. Yes, these are big shooters. I can clearly hear it. Yes. 2 squads of shooters into big shooters. Probably now would be a good point to get either Storm Boys or Tech to tier 2 and get Knobs or Tank Busters. Now ASM hitting the field to tie up one of these shooter boys. He's actually going for shooter boy mass, which is something that is not optimal for most matchups, but really fun. I like it myself a lot. These assault marines now coming in, tying up one squad, but if you tie up the squad with the Big Mac, I was going to say he is also just going into melee against the Space Marines. A brilliant effort here, trying to get some kills done, but yeah, the economy is so much against him. It is not even how should I say, very not how should I say it, not a completely clean build up for Keuken. I think the armor upgrade was 20 seconds late or something, but yeah, still GG is called. The writing was on the wall. It is more or less player experience on these factions is probably what made the difference here. Keuken very versatile, very knows Orcs very well, whereas Krieg didn't know how to play Dark Angels quite a lot, as he said himself. So this show match ends up to be 4-1. Change this here, or I will make this later on. At the end score is 1-4. Keuken wins. Okay, first of all, big shoutouts for the players who actually came here, used their time, fought valiantly, really nice games all throughout. Thanks for the Unification team for letting me put this event on their servers, which is also something that is not for granted, basically. And one last thing, I see a lot of viewers have already left, but yeah, more for the people on the VOD as well. This is the last competitive event I will host where there will be no prize pool. Whoa! What did I just say? Yes, the next event I will host will have a prize pool. It will be from my own money. I will do it for the first time, and if this goes more or less well, I will also make it able that someone who wants to donate something to the prize pool will be able to. But yeah, the next event, competitive event from me, will be another invitational. This time I try to get 8 players together, so we have double the amount of players, another round, another set of games, and I will give a little prize pool for it as well. So I have it all planned in my head. So more to that in the upcoming month. The rough time scale I have in my head is gonna be June, July. So it will be a summer invitational you could think of. 8 players. I tried to get 4 players from my first invitational. I tried to get these 2 guys and 2 more guys. So we have 8 players up and running. Yeah, this is like the biggest thing I wanted to share in the end of this VOD and also in the stream, that there will be more competitive events like this. The invitational will not be a live event like this one. It will be the same formula as I had before, but more players. And as I said, to spice it a little bit up, a prize pool donated by myself. Okay, for the guys in the stream here and for the guys on the VOD, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in the future. Bye bye.